Dale Earnhardt was born Ralph Dale Earnhardt on April 29, 1951 in Kannapolis, North Carolina, a small town steeped in racing culture and textile industry traditions. His parents, Martha Coleman and Ralph Lee Earnhardt, played pivotal roles in shaping his childhood. Ralph Lee, Dale's father, was a celebrated short track driver in the state, earning a reputation for skill, precision, and fearlessness. Growing up in such an environment, Dale and his siblings, Danny, Randy, Kathy, and Kay, were immersed in the sounds, sights, and community of racing. Despite his father's initial reservations about a racing career, Dale's passion was evident from an early age, a determined path to racing. From a young age, Dale Earnhardt displayed unwavering determination to follow in his father's footsteps. While Ralph Lee hoped for a safer, more conventional path for his son, Dale's commitment never wavered. He made the bold decision to drop out of school to focus on racing full-time, signaling his readiness to embrace the high-risk world of professional motorsports. This choice marked the start of his journey into NASCAR, demonstrating that he was willing to trade the security of conventional life for a chance to compete at the highest level. His dedication set him apart from his peers. Professional debut: the World 600. Dale Earnhardt officially entered professional racing in 1975, making his debut in the prestigious Winston Cup Series. His first race was the World 600 at Charlotte Motor Speedway, a grueling marathon known for testing both physical and mental endurance. Starting his career on such a demanding track revealed Dale's readiness for high-pressure competition. The experience not only showcased his potential, but also cemented his reputation as a serious contender. Competing on a track famed for its difficulty established the foundation for the intensity and determination that would define Earnhardt's racing style throughout his career. The breakthrough moment. 3 years after his debut, in 1978, Earnhardt was given a critical opportunity to replace another driver in the World 600 Cup race at Charlotte. Under immense pressure, he performed impressively, finishing 7th in the Firecracker 400. This performance was pivotal, capturing the attention of fans, sponsors, and team owners. It demonstrated his natural talent and composure in high-stakes situations. The race marked Earnhardt's emergence on the national NASCAR scene and confirmed that he possessed both skill and strategic intelligence. It was the turning point that would propel him into a full-time professional career. Rookie season and first victory. In 1979, Dale Earnhardt joined Rod Osterland Racing for his rookie season. It was a defining year during which he earned his first victory at Bristol Motor Speedway, a track known for short laps and intense close-quarters racing. That season, he also finished 7th in the overall standings, a remarkable achievement for a rookie competing against seasoned drivers. His early success set the tone for a consistently strong career. The rookie season established him as a driver to watch, demonstrating his adaptability and capacity to compete at the highest level while laying the groundwork for long-term success in NASCAR. Partnership with Doug Richard Earnhardt's second season brought a key change: the arrival of crew chief Doug Richard. This partnership proved transformative, producing multiple victories across major NASCAR tracks, including Atlanta, Bristol, Nashville, and Charlotte. Together, they honed strategies, perfected setups, and developed a dynamic communication style that optimized race performance. Dale's aggressive, yet calculated driving captivated fans and often unsettled competitors. This period of growth and collaboration his racing instincts and build a reputation for versatility, allowing him to excel on both short tracks and super speedways and cementing his status as a rising star in professional stock car racing. Joining Richard Childress Racing. By 1981, Dale Earnhardt joined Richard Childress Racing, a team that would become synonymous with his name. That season, he finished 7th overall, demonstrating consistent competitiveness. However, the following 2 seasons proved challenging, filled with struggles to regain the winning momentum. Despite setbacks, Earnhardt's resilience shone through. His determination and refusal to compromise illustrated the character traits that would define his career. These trials ultimately prepared him for greater success, as he learned to adapt to team dynamics, vehicle limitations, and race day pressures, skills that would later contribute to championship victories and legendary performances on the track. Daytona 500. Victory Earnhardt's breakthrough came with his first Daytona 500 victory, a career-defining achievement. This triumph marked him as a top-tier driver capable of winning NASCAR's most prestigious races. The win showcased his mastery of high-speed pack racing and strategic precision. Beyond the personal achievement, it served as a turning point for his reputation among peers, sponsors, and fans. Success at Daytona elevated Earnhardt's profile in the sport, proving he could compete under extreme pressure against the toughest competitors. The victory became a hallmark of his career, signaling the arrival of a driver destined for sustained excellence in NASCAR. Shaquille pinnacle years. In 1984, Earnhardt experienced a career-defining season, winning 6 races across key tracks and consistently performing at the top level. His performances at Martinsville, with finishes of 8th and 4th in 2 events, highlighted his skill on one of NASCAR's most demanding circuits. The following year, he continued to dominate, achieving multiple victories that showcased both consistency and competitiveness. In 1986, Earnhardt captured a second pole while 25 races and frequently finishing in the top 5. His peak years solidified his reputation as a versatile, fearless, and strategic competitor, earning him a place among NASCAR's elite drivers. Tragic, mystery, and new insights. Decades later, forensic analyses have shed light on the tragic circumstances surrounding Dale Earnhardt Sr.'s death. Contrary to earlier assumptions of an unavoidable accident, evidence suggests preventable factors contributed to the loss. Investigators highlighted safety equipment deficiencies, car design flaws, and the absence of adequate head and neck restraints. Earnhardt, like many drivers of his era, was cautious about safety gear, often prioritizing comfort and performance. The crash sequence, influenced by pack racing dynamics and split-second collisions, created forces that exceeded the protection provided by vehicles and track barriers. At the time, revealing a sobering truth about the risks of racing. Factors in the crash. Detailed examination of video footage, telemetry data, and witness accounts revealed the crash dynamics in stark clarity. Earnhardt's car became caught in a high-speed chain reaction, where multiple vehicles collided in fractions of a second. Aggressive, close-formation racing, common on tracks like Daytona, intensified the danger. Even a driver of Earnhardt's skill could not evade the sequence of impacts. The design of race cars and track barriers at the time failed to mitigate the energy of the collision. Combined with resistance to certain safety gear, these factors contributed to a preventable tragedy, underscoring the critical need for safety reforms in motorsports. Safety reforms and Legacy Earnhardt's death became a catalyst for significant safety improvements in NASCAR. Mandatory head and neck restraint devices, energy-absorbing barriers, improved chassis designs, and faster medical response protocols were all introduced in response. These changes highlight the sport's recognition of past deficiencies and the lessons Sauber learned from his passing. While these measures cannot undo the loss, they have undeniably saved countless lives. Dale Earnhardt's legacy is thus twofold: celebrated for his on-track brilliance and remembered as a driver whose tragic death spurred reforms that protect future generations of racers. Personal traits and passions. Outside of racing, Earnhardt was known for his playful personality, superstitions, and passions. He famously wore a lucky pair of underwear for every race and had a fondness for practical jokes. He loved animals and rescued strays, reflecting a compassionate side. An avid collector of antique cars, Earnhardt restored and showcased classic vehicles during downtime. Additionally, he had a talent for cooking, particularly barbecue, sharing meals with friends and family. These personal dimensions reveal a multidimensional individual whose life extended beyond the racetrack, blending competitive drive with warmth, humor, and creativity. Conclusion: remembering Dale Earnhardt. Dale Earnhardt's life and career embody both triumph and tragedy, from a determined young racer in Canapapolis to a two-time Winston Cup champion. His journey exemplified skill, resilience, and passion. The later revelations surrounding his death underscore the inherent dangers of motorsports and the importance of safety reforms that have since transformed NASCAR. Earnhardt's legacy endures through his achievements, personal character, and the lasting impact he had on racing safety. Remembered as both a fierce competitor and a compassionate individual, Dale Earnhardt's story serves as a reminder of the human dimension behind the sport's speed and spectacle.